welcome. This is your girl, Shine Divine. Welcome in. So glad to have you here. So, I am going to be talking about the things that are currently shifting and changing during this time and what you can expect coming up ahead so that you can be more prepared and aware and also navigate this journey, this process as smoothly as possible, as you will do effortlessly. And this is going to be a beautiful time for you to have even more clarity in, the direction you should go, um, the moves that you should make, the things that you should be doing and investing your time and energy and money and resources into, um, as well as new relationships developing and deepening. So you can expect more deepening of things in your reality, in your experience, um, essentially more embodiment. Okay. So right now you're being upgraded and asked to make certain adjustments, certain changes that um, may be coming even um, with your food choices, with the things that you are eating or deciding to eat, um, and really just developing more of your discipline, okay, during this time. Discipline is very much so the key when it comes to you as an entrepreneur when you're looking to reach new levels, um, higher heights, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to require you to have your focus in the right places. Okay. You can't have your energy all over the place. It has to be very much centered, grounded, and direct. Okay. That's what is being called of you. That's the best way to navigate through these changes because, you know, um, it's not playtime. It is not playtime. Playtime is over. Okay. Game over. Okay. So, with that being said, we are consistently moving towards our highest timelines and making those necessary changes and adjustments. That's where the consistency comes in. Now, most people assume that consistency looks like being consistent in one way or in one thing, or it looking like you're, tirelessly pursuing one particular direction or one particular thing. That's not consistency. That's not consistency. In fact, that may be a little bit more of a resistance energy when it comes to the bigger picture, the bigger scheme, or the bigger idea or vision, because consistency comes in with those character development and principles, right? That's where consistency comes in. It comes in when you are consistent in your discipline, consistent in, you know, your devotion to your highest path. And with that comes the understanding and the awareness that things are always changing, even from moment to moment. And so being able to put yourself out there in a way where, you know, you're experiencing your own life in your own reality, and it's not up for anybody else to even understand, and it just is what it is. You know, um, your path is unique to you. It's just it's divine. You understand? So when you're following your divine truth, there is uh contrast. There is the paradox. It exists. It all exists, and it all is okay, and it all works together. Okay? It all works together for the greater good, the greatest good of all, and the greater good for the greater part of you. So, you know, just understand that this is okay. Changes can happen very quickly, very quickly. And, that's just like accept it. You understand? Accept it, trust it, uh, move with it, and just be comfortable with it. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. And to me, it's like, it's really mindset. Like when you can look at things and be like, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know, because you have to look at it like this. Oftentimes, we're making choices based off the reality and the information that we currently have at the time that we made the choice. Now, once you've made that decision, there is some element that may happen where you are learning at such a rapid rate or fast rate that now you're being shifted into a whole nother reality, a whole nother experience. And so with that comes a whole nother shift. So now you're like, oh, okay, so I have now a new perspective, new clarity, new information. Now I have new ingredients. So now I'm making a whole new a whole nother outcome. So in that it comes a new assignment, right? Even if it's just a refinement of one that you are already on, but it still has an element of newness because you've reached a new understanding, a new level of consciousness, because this is what we're navigating. It's consciousness. So when you access higher levels of consciousness, therefore, you have shifted your actual perception, and you shifted your, therefore, physical reality and experiences. And that's just what it is. It's just as simple as that. So, you know, having that understanding, because I'm aware that if you hear, you got to be on the growth path. So, having that growth mindset, you will understand this. You understand this, especially if you are entrepreneur, business owner, businesswoman, businessman. You understand that we got to navigate the changes. Things changing every day, moment to moment, second to second, minute to minute, hour to hour, and it just is what it is. So the more that you can drop more into the present moment and what this is here to teach you, okay, to accept it, like not trying to change it, but in a way where like acceptance is where you consider your baseline, because you're like, okay, this is here to teach me something. I have something to learn from this experience. I'm here for a reason. It's something I need to learn and know. So when you have that mindset and that perspective, and you're like, okay, well, I'm willing to, you know, stay the course and move through it all and learn I need to learn, get the skills and the knowledge that I need to get, develop myself from the inside out, and take the tools and add it to the toolbox and keep it moving. You feel me? So it's just that, and it's just is what it is. So um, everything comes to you when it's time. That's the thing. Like I realize, like we can try to push for certain outcomes by thinking we have to exert more energy or put in more output. Um, but really, when I realize is like when the more that you're in this kind of a lean back type energy, like relaxed and chill, that's kind of where you get all your answers. That's kind of where you kind of get the clarity because now you're not in a rush. You're kind of like you can hear more clearly. Your mind is more sound. You are coming from a place that feels more whole, right? That feels more connected to source. So you know you understand that there's greater support. So there's no real, it takes all of the rush energy out of it or any anxiousness or anything where because you at the end of the day you understand your reality can change just like that, like in a moment, in a blink of an eye. Like you can be in one reality right now and then boom, in another one, living a whole different lifestyle, just like that. You know what I'm saying? So it really starts with elevating your mindset, because the more you elevate your mindset, the more you're elevating your life and your experiences. So that's the joy of it all, is just understanding that wherever you are, whatever you are experiencing, whatever you are presented with, you can understand that you are fully supported. Everything is just working out for you. So just take it easy. Have this relaxed chill, like, you know, almost like be on vacation vibes continuously. You know how it is when you go on vacation. You know that feeling when you on vacation. Having that feeling and that vibe where you're chill, you laid back, and actually embodying that in your reality or in your day-to-day moments, and when you're handling those um practical things in your life, your tasks and things, having that same uh kind of a feeling, it helps you navigate through this a lot smoother because you understand that, I mean, that's my vibe. That's my vibe. That's my energy. Things are working out for me. And I know this for sure. So what is there to even worry about? What is there to question? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like that's literally it. Um, so getting rid of all of the mind gunk, the mind things, increasing your mindfulness, which is something that I talk about in my program to a more in-depth approach about mindfulness, and how it correlates to even building your online business, because you know having that mindfulness is so important because it helps you really tidy up any energy leaks, where there are any energy leaks. You can kind of clean up those areas and clean up those boundaries, making sure things are um tidy, making sure your energy is sealed tight and it can be channeled appropriately towards your vision, towards your goals, um, so that there won't be any unnecessary energy leaks. Because at the end of the day, you know, we have to, make sure we are managing and preserving our energy appropriately. So, that's having an understanding of um, the science, um, the energetics, all of those things play a part when it comes to building an online business. And so you want to be sure that, you know, you get a clear, not only understanding, but clear habits, habits that support that understanding, right? Because that's another level when it comes to the structure of it all is, developing those habits. Because, you know, one thing I realize is that, spirituality still has structure, it still has systems, it still has order. So being in flow with that, um, and making sure that, you have your systems in place, things that can support your growth, and your forward movement is also very important. So, um, that's what I want to uh, share when it comes to, this time period right now, which is very timeless. So whenever you see the video, it's always going to be it's always going to be some relevance for you there. Something that may land for you differently each time. So, and that's how it is with all of my content. Something lands for you different each time you see it. So no matter what, there's value there for you. Um, so for those who will be catching the replay of this, you know, I would love if you could leave a comment and just share something that has landed for you, some kind of aha or clarity that came through for you from even just listening to this video. And you know, just trust the process. I know I say that a lot, but it just really is what it is. This is a eternal journey. So when you can come to that term, you already know that there is no true ending. So, you know, uh the ending just gonna lead to a new beginning. So, you know, give yourself the time and the space needed to um process, um, maybe even grieve, release any emotional cleansings. All of that is a part of the process when it comes to transformation and growth. Um, and actually, you feel a lot better after it. So if there is something that has boiled up and um, got you, I guess, fired up or just feeling like like you just gotta release and get it out, then take the time you need. Step aside, give yourself the space and time you need to release, feel it all, let it out, and then get the instructions on what to do next. Because normally it's the most simple thing. It's gonna be a very simple thing, a step that's gonna say, hey, do this or go this direction or walk over here or call this person or do this or that. It's gonna be a very simple instruction that comes after you have sat still enough to process and then make that move and then let it unfold from there. And then from there, you have established some momentum. So you just continue to move until the next instruction comes, right? And sometimes that may even mean to be still. So, it's just all depending on the time, the person, what's needed. Just listen to yourself and trust yourself um, to figure it out. So, That's really it. Um, and also another thing I want to point out is finish what you started. Complete the things that you started. You know, um, complete those tasks. See them all the way to completion. That's very important because that's coming out several times. So complete the tasks that you've already started, okay? And you know what those things are, so complete them, get them done, and then, you know, let it go. Because here's my thing. What is your biggest concern? What is the worst that could happen? Okay? Mo most times it may be rejection. Most times, if a person has heard no, 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 no so many amount of times, then they may just like have certain fear of of rejection, another no, another no, another no. But at the end of the day, like think about those no's. If you've made it through so many different no's and you still kept pushing through, then what does a no really do? It's just really giving you um I would say guidance is giving you, because I know you often hear rejection is divine protection, right? So there is a level of protection involved as well. But I like to look at it is in another context in addition to that, because when you think about the times where you went through some type of process, whether you you know, apply for something or put something in place or in motion and it didn't plan out how you expected it, or it didn't yield any certain result at all, or whatever the case may be, or even if it landed into a flat out no or no response, none of that means anything to the process that you actually went through to make it happen. The real prize is the fact that you went through the process. The real prize is the fact that you actually did the thing. You get what I mean? Like the real prize is that you really move through something that you probably felt uncomfortable moving through before once upon a time. So that is the real prize, because that's where the self-development work comes in. It doesn't come in from the congratulations you made it, or congratulations you approved, or congratulations whatever, whatever, like this is you gotta no, like it that didn't that like if that was, let's say, if that was just handed out like congratulations, approved, approved, yeah, you know what, if it was just given to you so easily without any process that you had to go through for development to even match it, or to even meet it, or to even be able to even have the wisdom to sustain it or to appreciate it, then you have to look at it like there is a reason. I have to look at it like there is a reason. So I can say the process is what's most important, because that's what's going to give you the wisdom, the instructions. It's going to show you more about who you are, things that you can shift in or change. So that's where the true growth happens, is in the process. So that's what I want us to start to be able to look at. Like, yeah, there may be some things you don't know yet, some things you don't quite understand that may frustrate you through the process. But that is a point of you going through it, because you're getting the knowledge, you're acquiring the knowledge, you're acquiring the information that you didn't know before. Because without that process, you wouldn't know that you didn't know. And you don't know what you don't know. So, a lot of this is just, being accepting of the fact that we are all still much learning. This is Earth School. I mean, we're going to be continuously learning. So, you know, always remaining a student, always remaining curious, always, you know, asking questions to gain even more clarity. If you don't know something, ask, you know, ask, ask a question and get the answer, because that's what you want to be able to do is acquire knowledge from within. You want it to be cultivated and sharpened and refined, because something that you've learned on your own through your own experience, through your own journey, is something that's lasting, because you have something that solidified that information for you, versus you reading all of this self-help books and reading all of these materials and things. Like, you went through a process that allowed you to cultivate the understanding of something. That is the prize. And that's what I love about Deeper Than Beauty, my online program that helps you build your online business from scratch, is because it takes you through that cultivation process. It actually, week by week, takes you on a journey that allows you to cultivate the skills, the understanding, the learnings that you implement to give you the experience so that you can create your online business and have success and prosperity, because it's embodied. Because it's embodied. That's what Deeper Than Beauty is. That's what this program is designed for. So I love that, because I wish I had this program and I was taking different programs and, starting my coaching business and things, because, you know, you have to think about the fact that, like, not everybody that, for example, comes in my program is going to know what I know already. Not everybody that's comes in my program is going to have the same understanding and experiences I've had. So everyone has their own um, gifts and abilities and things that they are more, I would say, knowledgeable in areas and certain things. And so I think that's a beautiful thing about this group program, is that, we all have the opportunity to learn from each other, because everyone brings something different, different perspectives, different viewpoints, different information, just all of that, the variety, right? So that's another benefit, as well as the fact that, I designed this program in the way that when someone comes in, it's helping them to cultivate in other areas that they maybe have not even developed quite yet. And it's also helping them to gain those experiences through the process of the things that is being asked of them, right? So, there is a system to it, a flow. There is a structure to my program that is designed to help people cultivate their online business that feels very, very authentic and real to them, connected to their heart, connected to their truth, connected to their core. And so, you know, that's a beautiful thing, because we all know things take time, right? So some things you're gonna come into the program, you're gonna get, and it may take some more time for you to go through the process to get the full circle moment, is what I like to call it, the full understanding. But as you come in, you are from the day one, round one, like day one, you coming in, you have already committed to going through a process that is going to cultivate more and more of yourself, your self understanding, self discovery, um, and just really just developing that and refining it more and more along the way. So that is what we offer here at the Deeper Than Beauty program. So if you're looking to start your online business, then definitely click the link in the description box. I will leave it below. Also, if you would like to book a one-on-one session with me, you can also do that as well. And my one on one sessions is there to help support you through your personal development journey in your everyday life, right? Things that may come up that you just need support through. And that can be anything, sometimes even if you don't even know what you need support through, it's good to just book a call because there's always something that we can learn and grow from, always. So if you still are not sure on whether you need a one-on-one session, you do. The answer is yes. All right. So go ahead and, schedule that for yourself. And, just if anything else, just be curious enough to see what more could you, reach. What more of your potential can you unlock? What more can you experience? What more can you see? So, just remain open to the possibilities. And yeah, I think I'll just leave it at that. So that is this shift. Um, Many of you may already be experiencing this and feeling this. If not, then this is what you can expect. But all in all, I hope this all lands for you in the way that it needs to nourish you and your soul, mind, and body in the way that it needs to. All right. So with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in our next one. Enjoy your evening.